Hello everyone and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Sagittarius today. So Sagittarius, we are going to be doing a should I stay or should I go reading, and this can apply to a relationship, a living situation, a job, anything pretty much. So I will say that whatever comes out in the cards will also kind of guide, will not just kind of guide, but it will guide the message. And so if you're looking to ask about a job and it's like Two of Cups and Lovers and like all those other kinds of supporting cards, it's probably not your message. So be that as it may, take what resonates, leave what does not. And check your other zodiacal placements if in fact you don't find your message here in this one. Okay? Alright, so I'll cleanse the space and the cards. And in this reading, we're going to be looking at what supports you in the situation, what to expect if you stay, what to expect if you leave, and the benefits of leaving, okay? Because you already know the benefits of being where you're at, right? And a lot of folks don't typically ask themselves that question if they were getting all of their needs met where they are. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And what actually helps the channel out the most is leaving a comment or even asking a question to invite some dialogue with me or maybe another commenter on there. But that's really what helps the channel, is when there's comments. And this is a free video for you, and it's also free for you to leave a comment, like the video, what have you. Of course, if you don't at all, you still could, I guess, because that would put it in a higher rotation for anybody else who needs to hear these messages. Okay, so Spirit, I respectfully request a message for Sagittarius for their greatest and highest good at this time. Thank you. This is for Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Five of Wands. So there is some conflict or competition at this time. Overall energy for the reading. So, the Five of Wands can be internal conflict, different actions you can take in a situation, and they can be at odds with one another, creating internal conflict. This can also be conflict with friends and family around you about your situation, whatever the case may be. Again, differing opinions, different methods, different conflicting pieces of advice, things of that nature. Okay? So in the current situation, we have the Eight of Cups. All right. You're walking away from something. You're walking away from something, deciding to walk away from something that isn't quite fulfilling you anymore. So perhaps this reading can give you confirmation of that or give you more to think about. Okay? What is blocking you from moving on? The Nine of Wands. You know, this is the card of, you know, takes a licking but keeps on ticking. Like someone who's very battle fatigued, but is going to keep going. Is going to keep on, which leads into the 10, right? Which is the person who's carrying the big bundle of wands all the way up the mountain, even though they could drop those wands at any point along the path. So this is a card of continuing to try. You know, despite the battle fatigue, you're continuing to try. And so I'm thinking, you know, what's blocking you from moving on is perhaps a want for your efforts to not go in vain and for something to pay off at some point, for you to get what you want, to get what you need, right? Okay. What is currently supporting you? The Emperor. So, I mean, that's boss energy. That's also fatherly energy. You know, how are you shepherding yourself? How are you shepherding others? Perhaps a father figure is very prominent in your life right now and supporting you through this situation. Or perhaps you're kind of calling on your inner, you know, your inner father figure and helping yourself, supporting yourself through this, you know, really calling on your deep values, calling on your inner compass, right? To guide you in this situation and to support you in this situation. What to expect if you stay? We have the Tower. So something, you know, with the Eight of Cups right here in the present situation, this Tower in the expectation position of what to expect if you stay, I get the sense that you see this Tower coming. I get the sense that you feel it. You feel it coming. Okay? What are the benefits of staying? The Page of Cups. The benefits that you receive from staying in this situation is that you get, every so often, you get small gestures of loving kindness. Small gestures. Okay? So at this point, you could be surviving on crumbs. Or the benefits of staying is that the situation is like helping you reflect on what it is about you and how you would want to express yourself in the realm of, you know, love and emotion. And this could also be an experience of like you're learning something about yourself with regard to your own emotions and feelings when the content regarding this context is in your space, you know, when you're in it. Granted, we can reflect on those things outside of a situation that we don't feel good in as well. So the learning can continue to happen. So I'm inclined to say that the benefits of staying are that you're continuing to receive intermittent small gestures of love and kindness. Okay. What is blocking you from progress in this situation? King of Swords. So there's something about you that's like really in your head, you know, maybe you're telling yourself, well, logically, I should stay because XYZ, right? So there's a lot of mental energy going into what is blocking you from progressing in this situation, or just kind of progressing in your current situation, which is this. Okay? So you're thinking about things that, you know, if I'm being blocked from progressing and walking away, then these thoughts are telling you, giving you reasons why you should stay. Okay? What to expect if you leave. Knight of Wands. It's like you'll be, I mean, this is such a fiery, passionate card, like here for a good time, not a long time, you know, it's like going for it. And just very open and non-committal, like you have, it's kind of like, well, whatever passion I want to follow that day is the energy that you would expect to feel and experience if you were to leave. Kind of like a horse being let out of the stable, you know, being let out of the corral to like run free. Okay. What are the benefits of leaving? You can start healing. The Three of Swords. Yes, leaving would really hurt. But there's something about this situation, Nine of Wands, where it's like, I can't just keep getting beat down by this, whatever it is, right? With the Emperor here, I'm kind of feeling like it could possibly be work related, because that to me would say that you're a boss in some area. Like you set the structure in some area of your life. But the benefits of leaving would be that you can get on with healing. It would be sad, you would grieve, and that's a part of it. That's a part of anything, you know, that anything that ends that we had high hopes for, or, you know, was really, really nice at one time, that we felt very dedicated to. If you come to the realization that you're not getting your needs met in a particular relationship or environment, then leaving can cause sadness, but yet it's the first day of your healing. Okay? So let's go ahead and clarify. Because there is conflict, you know. All right. 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups. What are you walking away from? What are you walking away from? Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Tower. Okay, so somebody delivered a message that brought the Tower down. And with the Lovers here, I'm going to say that was within the context of your relationship. So, with the Tower having come down, you're walking away. This could have been really unexpected. Really unexpected. Yeah. And it feels painful. Okay? So what's blocking you from moving on? Despite this pain, it's the Nine of Wands. So despite this pain, is there a part of you that wants to come forward also and like, are they showing up and delivering an apology? Are they trying to apologize? You know, because this could be an apology, the Page of Pentacles. But it's like there was a Tower moment here. Something was revealed. What's blocking you from moving on? It's like battle fatigued, but willing to see it through. Willing to ride this till the wheels come off. But let's see. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Hanged Man. So this tells me that you've invested so much into this relationship. You've invested a lot into this relationship, and you also haven't been getting much back. I mean, you know, whatever you have been getting back has just been kind of like, really? Not real? I don't, you know. So, you know, through this, with this Nine of Wands, it's very, very much like beat down energy. That tells me that there was a kind of a chronic problem that just really kind of beat you down on some level, and may have sent you even into a place where you eventually felt numb to the impact that it was having on you. You could have eventually come to a place where you felt apathetic and depressed, you know, and you're in pain. Like, the Hanged Man experience is not a pleasant experience. This is painful, to be suspended and hung upside down by your ankles. Okay. But this experience is also it like provides the larger overarching context for what you are in the midst of at this time, which is a spiritual awakening and a shifting of perspective. This very well could be like the perspective one that you can shift is, you don't have to suffer for something to be rewarding. You don't have to suffer first in order to be happy. So it would appear, you know, you've invested so much into this, and I wonder if, given this pain and this tower moment that has taken place, that now you're like, okay, I'm working. I'm going to work. I'm going to dive into what I know and have that be the mastery. But how is this blocking you from moving on? I mean, we also have the Hanged Man. So it's kind of like the shock of the tower moment and the pain that you're experiencing is just rendering you immobile. This very well could have sent you into a pretty deep depression here. So the whole thing would be like, what would be blocking you from moving on is just being in a space right now of coming to grips with the reality of the situation. And a lot of times we need to take time to allow whatever it is to sink in before we like dust ourselves off enough to like get up out of bed and pack our stuff, you know? So, and to get a plan in place to like, where am I going to live now if you happen to, if you lived with your partner? And I'm inclined to say that's a possibility given that the tower is here. This signifies a kind of like the homeostasis, right? You both were in this tower together, and you know, there was something stuck about it. There was some sort of something that needed to change, and neither one of you were making a decision to have it change or shift and have that translate into your 3D, you know, everyday lives. So then the universe comes along and does this. And when that happens, it can be shocking and painful and all the things, but it's like the universe's way of saying, this is for your greatest and highest good. This is going to hurt, but buckle up, you know, boom, you know, and there it happens. There it goes. Okay. What is currently supporting you? The Emperor. You know, maybe you're finding structure through work, like I just said. So let's just see. The Magician, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Pentacles. So that tells me that you are finding solace and supportive energies. You are really, okay, you could either be getting consultation from someone who's like a father figure, or, you know, even going to therapy, because we have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant can signify getting back in touch with like our core values that we call on to make meaning of our lives and make meaning with, and we especially call on them in times of hardship and heartbreak and big changes in our lives. Okay. You could be consulting a clergy. You could just be consulting your home library, right? But whatever it is, these values live, oh, sorry about that. These values live inside of you, okay? Let me make sure this is on. It's on. These values are a part of you. And so that's what's supporting you right now. And that's what I said at the beginning of the reading with regard to the Emperor, right? Like, you know, some introject, like you could be introjecting like a father figure and really kind of trying to hear their voice in your mind when you move forward in your life. And the thing is that you will move forward. You will find stability. Stability is coming, right? I mean, it could even be here already, right? But the stability, you have the Tower twice. Your stability has been shaken up big time. So with the Magician and the Hierophant, you are manifesting your stability again by going back to what you know, going to your core, making meaning of this situation, getting in touch, going to therapy or getting in touch with your spirituality on some level, you know, and also recalling this has happened to me before, something just as shocking and just as jarring and shifting of your reality. What did I do back then? You know, let me consult the handbook of survival, you know? So it's like that. So that's what's supporting you right now, which is very, very healthy. That's really healthy. Okay. So let's see here. What to expect if you stay? The Tower. It's like, and you see this, there's something just like hits you right in the heart when you look at this Tower card. There she is trying to hold that thing up, you know. And she's just like the look of sorrow on her face. And she's just like, no. And there's also a sense of like, if you look at her face, there's also a sense of like a not full on acceptance, but just like knowing like, okay, if this is going to fall, I'm going to give it one last embrace, you know? Yeah. I'm really feeling that. Oops. The Tower is clarified by the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So, yeah, that tells me that the Tower came down with your King of Wands. Or you could be the King of Wands here. Yeah. But the King of Wands is a leader. So I would see the King of Wands in this sense as the initiator of this Tower moment. So, and we can bring it on ourselves too. Hold on. We can bring our Tower moment on also. Either way, with the Four of Swords here, there is a rest, there is a healing. There's a resting and a healing. And it really is just kind of like a deep meditation of just allowing, just kind of sitting with what is. The Tower has come down on your Ten of Cups. The Tower has come down on your Ten of Cups. The King of Wands. Wonder how the King of Wands had it. What did the King of Wands have to do with it? Did the King of Wands initiate this? Are you the King of Wands? Is your partner the King of Wands? Is the King of Wands a third party? Because sometimes the King and Queen of Wands can also be the other woman or the other man. Okay. But take it as it resonates. The energy is there. Okay, Page of Cups. Let's see. What are the benefits of staying? And Page of Cups, small gestures of loving kindness, self-examination with regard to your emotions, feelings, and how you show up in a relationship for the other person and for yourself. Could also be a feeling of not quite getting out of first or second gear with regard to a relationship. Perhaps there's been kind of a stuck energy, not evolving, not progressing. Page, very much beginner energy, right? That's right. So the Page of Cups is clarified by the Star, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you had a lot of hope. That is the benefits of staying. Okay, what are the benefits of staying? The benefits of staying is that you'd continue to try to get this plant to grow. You'd be able, the benefits of staying is that you'd get to hang out here and keep trying. You get to hang out here and keep trying, hoping that it will be like in this Queen of Cups, kind of have that whole love. I mean, granted, there is love here. There is love here. But there's a Page of Cups and a Queen of Cups. So that tells me that there can be a difference in level of emotional maturity between you guys. Okay? And with the Star, of course, there is such a hope for healing. There is such a hope for building this, continuing to invest so we could see it grow. But the thing is, with the Seven of Pentacles, all of our efforts thus far have not been as fruitful as we have wanted them to be, which would really resonate with that Nine of Wands, continuing to try, battle fatigued, right? So I get the sense that you've been putting in so much effort into this relationship that, perhaps you're kind of like the Queen of Cups could be a reflection of, take it as it resonates. It could either be your person, perhaps you are feeling like you need to emotionally grow, but I get the sense that whatever it is, that there is a difference. There's an incompatibility with regard to emotional intelligence in this relationship. And I don't know who's who, but you're a fire sign here, so you could very well identify with the King of Wands, or you could also absolutely identify with the Queen of Cups as well, but be that as it may, wherever the players land here, there was a lot of hope for healing and love, and there was a lot of investment made to get that wish fulfillment, to have it heal. What are the benefits of staying is that you would continue to work on this in hopes that it would really kind of fully come together. And that makes sense, because it's like you wouldn't invest in something that you didn't know could be beautiful and could be, my guess is that you've definitely experienced this before. You've experienced the love in this, but this says that you're working in order you're working a lot because you have the hope that it can get back here. What is blocking you from progress in this situation? What's blocking you from progress in this situation? You get the King of Swords, so very much a mind energy, mental, kind of trying to being in your head, trying to logic this situation out. Okay, and then it's clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. That's going back and forth. What do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? Juggling. Should I or shouldn't I? And that's it. It's like, what's blocking you from progress in this situation is that you're going back and forth about walking away. You're in your head. You're in your head because you're not too sure what to do, what action to take. And this relationship could very well be tied up to your tangibles, your home, your coin. So you're kind of thinking about those things, So what's blocking you from progress? What's blocking you from walking away? Maybe that right now you don't have the money to move, Who knows, right? But that's what's up, is that there is that. And you very well could be, it could be a battle between the mind and the heart as well, because there was so much hope to make this grow. But, you know, with the Two of Pentacles here, that brings a practical element into it, a tangible element, very concrete. You know, maybe you need to get a second job in order to get money to move. Who knows? Like, there's something about the tangible connected here, because I get the sense that you lived with this person, because there's the Tower and the Lovers right next to each other. And there's the Ten of Pentacles. Like, how are you manifesting your stability back? Okay. What to expect if you go? What to expect if you leave? Knight of Wands. That could be like, I'm out. You know, can go party. That very well could be it. Fair enough, right? Okay. Justice, Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So what to expect if you leave is that, yeah, you might kind of turn up the player energy for a little bit. Okay, fair enough. Like I just said, there's some justice in that. Perhaps this person dogged you. Perhaps they cheated on you, and you're like, I'm gonna go get mines. Not necessarily just to like get back at them, but just like, you know, sometimes we need a cleansing, need a little cleansing connection after a bad breakup. That's a possibility. But the other thing you could expect if you leave is that you would be taking care of yourself. That your departure would mean that this situation has been balanced out. That it is fair. Now you're bringing balance and fairness into the situation by leaving, okay? And you're going to go take care of yourself. And yeah, it's going to suck. You're going to grieve. This is very, very painful. You did not see this coming, nor did you want to do this, okay? But this is what's happening now. And you're like making meaning out of it, and you're shifting your focus into, how am I going to get my stability back? How am I going to be able to cope with this loss and build my life back up from the ashes? Start over, you know, getting my own place, whatever the case may be. But in the finish, that's what's fair. That's justice. This could even be a divorce, because justice is here. Okay? Whether or not it's a legal divorce or if it's really a breaking up of a domestic partnership, this is the third reading today. So you could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo, right? You could even be dealing with a Pisces, you know, because all of these readings today have been different cards, but combined in a very similar way to say a very similar message. It's a trip. It's a real trip, but I know a lot of people actually have been really going through it right now. Trippy. Okay, I digress. Knight of Wands, bringing justice and fairness and balance to a situation by getting the fuck out of there, taking care of yourself, and beginning the grieving process, just like healing all the way. It looks to me like you totally, completely have what it takes on a spiritual and psychological realm to do that. Okay. You also have what it takes, very, very strong energy in figuring out what it is on a very practical level that you need to do in order to move forward. Okay. So that's where you're at. Queen of Pentacles energy, you couldn't have any finer of an energy next to the Five of Cups, because that's nurturing, that's self-care, taking care of yourself in a very, very healthy way. So, you know, you got some mad skills here, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's look at the final card. What are the benefits of leaving? Three of Swords. You get to start your healing. Three of Swords.